The views expressed by our guests in the following video are solely the opinions of our guests and do not necessarily reflect the views and or opinions of the Ola 7 podcast show. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello guys and welcome to the Ola 7 podcast, and I am your host Aisha Nyanzunda, back again with another exciting episode of the Genius Kids. And the Genius Kids is a program where we sit down and celebrate young trailblazers who are shaping the future with their extraordinary minds, talents and dreams. And today is an exciting episode because I don't have only one guest, I have three of them. I am with the 2024 Primary Schools National Debate Champions, 12-year-old Hilary, Tanaka and Amy. Welcome to the Genius Kids, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to start by asking you guys to just introduce yourselves to the people. We'll start with you.
I'm Hilary Benjamin Chikomo.
Yes.
My name is Tanaka Sasha Singadi.
I'm Amaria Camille Kambarami.
All right. It's nice to have you guys on the show. Let's get into it. Let's first talk about when did you guys start debate and public speaking. I'll start with you, Hilary, and then we'll go down the line.
So we started recently on February. So it was a workshop at Mother Patrick where we were taught how to debate and the rules of debating basically. And from there we went to a provincial competition at Chivaraidze, then to the nationals where we won.
All right. So wait, when you say February, you mean February 2020, which year?
This year.
Oh, so you guys started February this year, and now we are in June, and you're the national champions. Oh, okay, sounds nice. All right, Tanaka, talk to us.
Okay, just like Hilary said, we started February of 2025, whereby we went as people who wanted to do debate, and we went to a workshop whereby we were then trained and learned more about debate, and therefore we were just choosing as well if we wanted to continue, because the workshop was also to activate the interest in our brain for debate.
All right, Amy, talk to us about the journey of debate.
Okay, just like Hilary and Tanaka said most of the things, but to add in depth, we first went for a workshop, and it was very intimidating because we saw the schools debating. It was very new, and like we were quite afraid because we thought we were going to lose. Then after we went for our first competitions at Chivaraidze, whereby we weren't first place, but we still got into the nationals, and we were still intimidated, of course. For the nationals, each round came with its own challenge, its own different settings and all of that. A lot of fear happened.
Yeah.
Like even some of us had like panic attacks, and we were really afraid. But in the end, we managed to actually win.
All right. So let's talk about this debating journey that you began in February this year. What do you like the most about debating?
What I like the most about debating is like debating helps you to get used to a new environment, and also it helps you to collect valuable points. This also helps you in like real life situations.
Yeah. And you, Tanaka?
I like how debate gives us exposure to new things, and we can get different opportunities from debate. Like example, we're going to South Africa, which is an opportunity we got from debate.
Yeah. And Hilary, what do you like most about debate?
The part that I like most is mostly being the side that is giving the rebuttals first. Okay. Because and the side that's giving the last word, because it's way more easier to convince the judges.
You seem like someone who likes to make arguments, right? Are you the last speaker?
I'm the first one.
Okay. Who's the second speaker?
I am the second speaker.
And then you're the first speaker.
I'm the last speaker.
You're the last speaker. Okay, so you mentioned that there were panic attacks, there was fear. How do you guys overcome that when you're feeling afraid? How do you then make sure you go on the stage and you deliver what you're supposed to be?
Fear is just there. You can't really get rid of it, so you have to go. And normally for me, like when I start speaking, it helps me like become less afraid and all of that. So like, to be honest, most of us, you just need to inhale, you go, you present, you forget about your fear.
Yeah. And Tanaka, how do you get rid of fear just before you go on stage?
before we went on stage, an example is we're about to go for the finals, and most of us were afraid to go. We were afraid that we weren't going to be able to continue with to continue to the finals.
Yeah.
So as for me and Amaria and Hilary, as a team, we helped each other overcome those fears by just having affirmations, having breathing exercises, and other things that can help ourselves calm down and overcome that fear.
Yeah, sounds good. And Hilary, how do you make sure that you're not nervous before you go on stage?
To make sure that I'm not really nervous, is what Sam would say. So usually when I'm speaking, I'm trying my best not to look directly into a person's eyes because it strikes fear into your body.
So what do you do? Because isn't it when you're talking, you're supposed to be looking at the people and maybe having some sort of eye contact? What do you do?
I look above their forehead or just try and pretend that I'm looking at them.
Oh, so that's a trick there. Okay. And what's the most fun topic you guys have ever debated on? Okay, Tanaka, I'll let you take this one.
Okay. The funnest topic we have debated on was this house believes that teachers are to blame for the students' mistakes.
Wow. Okay. And what was your side with this? Were you affirmative or non-affirmative?
Non-affirmative.
Okay. All right. Can you talk to me about that debate? Because how do you blame a teacher for the child's mistakes?
Okay, so since we're non-affirmative,
Yeah.
we had multiple conversations with our teacher about this kind of stuff. So it was as if we were just prepared somehow. And when we went on stage, we listed some points such as how can a teacher be blamed when the child is the one who's going to add the mark onto the paper, who's going to write the name on the paper instead of the teacher. So the teacher works hard and they know what they're doing. That's why they have training and then they're approved for the job. So there's no way you could have blamed the teacher when they would have been approved for the job by the principal or whoever's helping them.
Yeah, it sounds like you guys put like a lot of effort into research when you get these topics. How long does it take you to do your research and come up with arguments for a debate?
Well, usually we had multiple debates at the same time.
Yeah.
We have multiple topics to practice and to research. So usually we give each other certain topics to focus on, and then the rest will just do them as a whole, so that it's easier to just comprehend and go on stage and know them. For example, the difficult ones are the ones we'll pass out, and then the easier ones we'll just do them together.
Yeah, okay. And Amy, what's
Yes.
something that debate has taught you?
Something that debate has taught me is pretty much like critical thinking and also acting fast. Because as a third speaker, I have most of the rebuttals. And the things like people are like speaking really fast. Everything's just happening at the same time. So you really just need to listen to people. It also enhances your listening skills. You need to pick up the main points. And also that's what it really enhances. So something debate has taught me, just like I said before, listing important points and also enhancing my listening skills and paying attention.
Yeah. And Hilary, what's something that debate has taught you?
It taught me to be confident.
Yeah.
It taught me to be able to speak in front of people. And also it taught me to use my critical thinking skills and reasoning.
Yeah. And what of you, Tanaka?
Well, debate has taught me many things, and an example of one of the things it has taught me is to be able to understand what everyone is saying, to listen, to pay attention. Because as the second speaker, if my first speaker makes a mistake or the opposite side makes a mistake, I have to pay close attention to that, so that I can go ahead and make a rebuttal or go ahead on stage and then change my point to make sure that that mistake is not repeated by our side.
All right. Sounds good. Now let's talk about winning the national championship. Amy, how did you feel when your team won?
When our team won, to be honest, like I did not even believe it at all. Like many emotions went over my body at first. At first I was like, is this true? Are they lying to us? Are they playing jokes? And it's like, oh, I think this is really true. And I felt like crying. It was like, oh, I need to celebrate and all of that.
Yeah, okay. And Hilary, what do you remember most from that competition? Just I know you guys went from regionals, provincials, but the national part of it, what do you remember most about that?
The part that I remember most is it's mostly seeing other people debating in front of us, and also seeing all the competition we have.
All right. And Tanaka, what do you think made your team strong?
Well, what I think made our team strong was the team chemistry and knowing what the first speaker or the third speaker was going to present on stage, being able to understand each other and pay attention, and just also when a team is not, let's say, connected in a way, it just doesn't help them when they are going on stage. So once we had team chemistry, our team was just stronger by default, and I think it just helped us a lot when it came to nationals.
All right. And Amy, did anything funny or unexpected happen during the competition?
Many unexpected things happened,
Yeah.
especially when we went to debate with this other team, like around quarterfinals. It had like a good history of like winning the nationals and all of that. So when we won, when we actually told the reason we won, like I was very shocked because I was like, oh, they're going to win. They have this history. And even during during the debate, there's a mistake that our first speaker had said, although we ended up correcting it. So that was really an unexpected thing that happened.
And now you guys are going to South Africa for the SADC championships. Right. Let's talk about how you feel about going for that. Are you guys scared? Are you excited? I'll start with Hillary and then we just go down the line.
For me, I'm very excited to be able to go to South Africa and display how it feels like to debate with other countries or other schools that I've never debated with before. So it's more like an exciting experience.
Okay, you're looking forward to it.
Yes.
All right.
Well, as for me, going to South Africa is obviously nerve-wracking, knowing that we have won, but it's not the end of the journey because the sky is never the limit, as everyone knows that. But as we're going to South Africa, it's both fear-striking but also exciting, knowing that we've made it, even as a new team, a new school in the block, and we still managed to go ahead and try our best. And yeah, I have a lot of sayings, but a seed always starts as a small seed and can grow into the biggest tree ever.
Yeah, it's like the baobab tree.
Yes.
All right, Amy, talk to us.
For the trip to South Africa, at first I was very excited, but then I really sat and thought about it. So I was like, oh, the people who are coming are actually the ones who've won the nationals and the ones who are like in the top. So basically we're going against all the Southern African nations, or most of them, and basically the nationalists and those who like behind them. So like I'm honestly very scared. Like hopefully.
All right. So when you guys are going to South Africa for the SADC championships, you guys are representing Zimbabwe. Yeah. And what do you want people in other countries to know about Zimbabwe as you go out there? Because now you've become the ambassador not only of Little Scholars Academy, but of Zimbabwe.
For me, I think that it's going to be an experience whereby us Zimbabweans show how we are able to debate and show how we can show our skills to different other countries and show our culture.
Yeah.
As a Zimbabwean citizen, it's just being born in Zimbabwe and being taught to be proud of my country, to be proud of who I am. And it's just an exciting feeling knowing that I'll be able to go out there and represent my own country and show why it's one of the top countries in Africa and why we should win the nationals, internationals, and everything.
Yeah. And Amy, what do you want people in other countries to know about Zimbabwe?
People in other countries, like what I really want them to know about Zimbabwe. The thing is, like when it comes to Zimbabwe, a lot of times people doubt it, and I want us as we go and hopefully we win or prove ourselves. We want that doubt to be removed and constantly them to actually look at Zimbabwe as a leading country, as a top country, as like a country that can do everything. Because a lot of times the stereotype for Zimbabwe where we can't do anything, we're not even to develop ourselves. But I want to show them that we are and we're progressing, and through debate we're doing that through training us younger ones.
Okay, thank you. Hilary, what would winning this tournament mean to you?
Winning this tournament means pioneering something else. Like, we were one of the first people to do debate and the first people to win the debate trophy at our school. Then if we win it again, it's going to be like we are making history for our school.
Yes, you will be. And Tanaka, what does winning the competition in South Africa mean for you?
Well, it's proving myself. That is one of the most important things, and proving that as a school we have been taught to be confident and go ahead and show the nation and the world that we can be one of the best schools in earth, and that going to South Africa would just mean a lot to us, and winning would just add even more. Being the first children in our school to have been going to debate, and then winning is just showing that you can do anything. No, if you just believe in yourself, you can do anything that you put your mind to.
Yeah, and speaking about proving yourself and believing in yourself, I'm coming back to you because you're the best speaker in the nation right now, right?
Yes.
So I'll come back to you and we'll talk about that. Amy, what would winning the tournament in South Africa mean to you?
Winning the tournament in South Africa would mean quite a lot to me. First of all, it should actually prove that as a school, as a team, as a nation, we're able to lay valid points. This helping us in decision making, and we know everything starts with decision making. So this also showing us that we can do most things, we're capable of most things. And also winning this tournament would actually show that all the training and everything we've gone through, it wasn't just for games and all of that. And honestly, yeah.
I know you can't put it in words, but I can feel it. All right, Tanaka, I'm back to you. You've got this certificate here, certificate of participation, best speaker. This certificate is proudly presented to Tanaka Singanti for the best speaker. Talk to me about winning the certificate. That means you're the best speaker in the primary school's debate challenge right now, 2024. Talk to me about being the best speaker.
Being the best speaker is really showing all the people that didn't think I could do it that anyone can do it, no matter what you think about them or how you see them. Seeing that, for example, me being, let's say I was a person who didn't speak a lot or who was always put in the corner, but then going to debate and proving myself is showing that you can do anything, and that no matter how much you don't believe in yourself, you just need to put that belief into yourself and know that no matter what, as long as you believe in yourself, you can win, and you can go ahead and show everyone that you are meant to be doing what you're doing.
All right. Hilary, talk to us. What would you like to say to other kids who maybe want to try debate but are feeling nervous, or they feel like, it's kind of scary? What advice would you give to them?
The advice I would give is just try and be confident. Debate is not about blabbering words or something like that, but debate is about expressing yourself, standing by your point, and showing how it feels to speak in front of people.
Yeah.
So for me, I would just say try debate, be confident, and you can do it.
Yes, you can do it. Amy, what would you say to other kids who want to try debate?
To other kids who want to try debate, something I would want to say to them is that it's never about being the loudest in the room. It's all about confidence and laying valuable points. Another thing I would want to say to them is that, like, most times they think the risk is of them losing, but the greatest risk is of them not even trying.
Okay. And Tanaka, your word of advice?
Well, my word of advice is just believe in yourself. Like a fun fact about us going to debate was us knowing that we're going to have a dinner after the debate competitions, and it was like, what if we bought these dresses and these nice shoes and then we don't go ahead and win the debate for our school? It'll just be a waste. But you never know what can happen as long as you just believe in yourself and go ahead, face it, face front. Don't try to go back when you already know that you're improving, because as Amy said, it's never about being the loudest in the room, but it's about being confident and being able to just express how you're feeling and express every single word in the right way.
Yeah. And who has helped you the most in this journey? Maybe I'll ask that question individually, because in as much as you're a team, you're also like individual speakers. So I'll start with you, Hilary. Who has helped you the most in this journey?
Yeah, I think it's the parents and the school that have helped us to in this journey.
Yeah. Hilary.
Sorry.
I know what I did there.
Yes.
Yeah, talk to me, Tanaka.
If I would say whoever helped me the most, just saying, no hate to the parents, but to me it's as if the school has helped me the most, because just choosing me to be the second speaker and letting me go ahead to go to the debate competition is just showing that they're supporting us and that they believed in us and helping us just go the right way, and just also paying for us to go there. It's just a sense of belief and knowing that we could do it.
Yeah. And Amy, who else helped you the most in this journey?
For who has helped me the most in this journey, I would say the coaches and the school, because for the debate, to be honest, I did not even have confidence in myself until we actually won, because I was doubting myself, and then I realized that I can actually do this afterwards. So they helped me get the confidence, and also through the training I realized that I'm more capable of actually being able to debate and rebut and all of that.
All right, thank you. And on the Genius Kids, we have this segment where we talk about your dreams and the future, because we like to celebrate, we like to look forward to the future, because you're young trailblazers and you guys have the future in your hands. What do you want to be when you grow up, and why, Hilary?
There are multiple options, but so far it's going to be a politician or a lawyer.
Oh, why politician or lawyer?
I'll be trying to show my confidence, to show my point, and help the nation to grow.
And Tanaka, what do you want to be when you grow up, and why?
Well, I have different choices. Right now I have 3 choices, and one of them is being a member of parliament, and it's because debate and public speaking has just helped me, and I feel as if growing up and continuing in the public speaking sector would just show me more and give me more opportunities. Then I also want to be in the health department, either being a pediatrician or a labor and delivery nurse. I don't know why, I just like children, you can say. And I also like helping people get better with just getting better and continuing on with their life.
Right. And Amy, what are you doing in the future, and why?
I've speculated, I've really thought about this concept so much, and so far the thing I really considered the most is being a scientist. I'm not really sure if I want to be a biologist or all of that. And the reason I want to be a scientist is really because in the world we're living in right now, as much as we think we've advanced to the limit, we haven't. Just like Tanaka said, the sky's not the limit. And we have so many things we haven't discovered yet, which I want to discover. And for debate, what I really think what it will help in science, it's because when scientists actually have to prove themselves, they need to list the different points, because a lot of times it can take years and years for the process of something being actually approved in science, that it's actually there and it's true. So if I become a scientist, I really think debate will help me in proving to people about new concepts and new things, for helping people to live their daily life in healthier ways, in ways that are more efficient for them and all of that.
Yeah. And who's one person you look up to or admire?
One person I look up to or admire.
Your role model in essence, yeah. Okay, let me let you think about that. Tanaka, who's someone you look up to or admire?
Well, a person I look up to and admire is my father.
Yeah.
And it's because just as a child, he went through, you can say, a lot. Being in the olden days, having a lot of siblings, but he still managed to get his own business and help us get to where we are.
Yeah. And Hillary?
For me, I have multiple people,
All right, give us 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
Yeah.
So, there's parents, there is Julius Malema, there is the school for helping me do debate.
All right, let's talk about the Julius Malema thing. Why Julius Malema? I mean, he has to be one of the most argumentative people I know. Why Malema?
Because he's a good debater, he's very inspiring.
Yeah.
And I encourage people to usually watch him. It's a very inspiring debater.
Okay. Amy, I'm back to you. Have you thought about it?
Yes, I have 2 specific people who inspire me, and I honestly forgot the name of the other one. I'm just, yeah.
Give me the one.
My mom, she really inspires me because like she's always there for me, and also she always encourages me. And then the other one, sorry, I forgot her name, to be honest. She's a scientist, and also she was one of the first females to actually learn and participate in science and all of that, meaning that she was able to break the limits back in the olden days and all of that.
I think it's Marie Curie. I don't
Yes,
know. Marie
yes.
Curie, yeah. And if you could meet one person in the world, who would it be?
I think Marie Curie.
Okay. And Tanaka, who would you want to meet?
Well, when it's, let's say, popularity, obviously, when it comes to celebrities, I guess I'd want to meet Tyler. But when it comes to, let's say, education and learning, I'd want to meet, what can I say? Nelson Mandela.
Okay. And maybe I know the answer to this one, but Hillary, who's that one person you want to meet
One person
in the world?
We've already met a lot of people who are famous. Well, usually in Zimbabwe, but I think it's going to be either Julius Malema or Robert Mugabe.
Yeah, okay. And you guys are debaters. You sound smart and intelligent. But what do you guys do when you're not in school, you're not debating? Hillary?
I usually play sports.
What kind of sports do you play?
Soccer, tennis sometimes, and basketball.
Okay. And you have time for all that? Soccer, basketball, tennis, debate, and school. You're in grade 7. Do you have time to read?
Yeah, it's usually in the weekends.
Okay.
Not on the weekdays because I'll be very busy, but usually on the weekends when I'll have a free time on Sunday or Saturday.
Okay. And Tanaka, what do you do when you're not in school, you're not debating?
Well, I really like singing and dancing with my friends, or just dancing by myself, making choreography and stuff. Yes.
Right. You're a good dancer.
I guess you can say that.
All right. What's your favorite dance move?
I don't know. Personally, I've made a lot of my own dances to the point whereby I don't really have a favorite dance move.
Okay. And Amy, what do you do when you're not in school, you're not debating?
When I'm not in school and I'm not debating, either I'm choreographing a dance. I also like choreographing dances, like she said, or I also do ballet.
Oh, do you guys have a dance class or a dance club at school?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
We have ballet at school, but I don't do that at school.
Right.
We also have gymnastics at school. I do gymnastics at school though. And then another thing I do whenever I'm not in school, it's like Bible study or listening to podcasts about the Bible.
All right. And what's your favorite subject in school and why?
My favorite subject, it's kind of hard to choose between science and social sciences.
Okay.
So can I just talk about the two?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. My favorite subjects. For social science, I like it's a combination of heritage and Farim. The reason why I like it's because like it talks about how people used to live in the olden days. It talks about how we should preserve what we have right now, how we should preserve all the heritage sites and all of that. It talks about conflict management, and we know of conflicts everywhere around us. So that's what I like the most about social sciences, and also for religion and social sciences as well, because it gives me an opportunity to understand other religions so I don't just judge them from my own perspective. And then for science, like I was saying, it helps like discoveries and all of that. Like it's a very interesting topic.
Yeah, okay. And Tanaka, I'll come to you. What's your favorite subject in school and why?
Social sciences. And it's because it's a combination of Faremi and heritage. And for Faremi, when it comes to Faremi, it teaches me the background on religion and family. And heritage, it's teaching me more about my country and what it was like in the olden days, let's say. And it teaches me just also the things I need to obey, the rights, the parliament. For example, we've used the heritage book and Faremi book for debate a lot of times as for research, because it really gives you that background of the rest of the subjects as well. And it just also helps me when it's I can also just do it for fun. So yeah, it's my favorite subject.
All right. And Hilary, what's your favorite subject and why?
My favorite subject is social science. Because social science helps in the social life of people. It talks about our history. It talks about our economy and most things like that.
Okay. And guys, now I need to talk to you about the tournament. We're going back to the tournament. What would you like to say to people who are supporting you in your journey to South Africa?
I would like to say, one, thank you for supporting us, because I know it's not easy just to go ahead and support even some people you don't know, or just going ahead and let's say helping us and getting us to this point in life where we are going to South Africa. And also I would like to say just also be proud of yourself for helping us, because it takes a very good person to be able to help people, and it's just a sense of giving, a sense of love and everything. Yeah.
Amy?
I would like to say thank you for supporting us to those who were, and also thank you for encouraging us, and thank you for believing in us. Another thing I would like to say is also for them sacrificing for us and all those things. And also, like, another thing I would say they should be proud of is that they're actually helping to create the future leaders and help us.
Yeah. Hilary?
I would like to say that you have helped us a lot, and you are the main reason why we are debating, and you are the people who inspire us.
Right. And the raffle tickets?
Okay. As for the raffle tickets, I want to say again, thank you for the people who have actually added their money to the raffle tickets, helping us to get there. And also thank you to the school for being an amazing support system and helping us by also just giving the idea of raffle tickets, because I don't think we could have done it without the school's help and support.
All right. And for the people who are watching at home who may also want to support you guys in the form of these raffle tickets, how do they get them? And also, what do they win if they do get the lucky number?
Okay, so You can get them by, let's say, I come to you and I just talk to you about the idea of the raffle tickets, and you feel as if you should help us, and then you can go ahead and put a certain amount of money, whichever amount you want, and help us go there to South Africa by supporting us and putting the money in the raffle ticket. Then when it comes to the lucky number, as you said, it's not really like choosing like any mini miny more. It's putting them in a place, and then you shake them around and then you pick, which means like it's really means that you were meant to win those prizes. And the prizes are I think one of them is having 2 movie tickets, and then another one is wait. Okay, a vanilla and chocolate cake, and then the other one is St. Elmo's tickets to have food there, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. And how much are the raffle tickets?
As in how much you have to pay.
Like, how much do I have to get one ticket?
To get one ticket, usually the minimum amount is $5, and then you can exceed to whatever amount you want.
Okay. And now, guys, we're going to do my favorite part. It's a surprise. We're going to do an impromptu debate.
Okay.
Sounds fun, right?
Yes.
And the topic, I'm going to be selfish on this one. The topic is every genius kid should attend the show with Aisha. Let's go.
Okay. So let's just put non-affirmative. Who's going to? Okay, just pick
You guys can pick whatever side you guys want. Whether you...
affirmative.
Affirmative.
All right.
Okay.
So we'll just go first, second speaker, and then if I agree, and then they'll also agree at home, right?
Okay.
Since I do not really have the key points, I cannot define it in a very short time. So I'm just going to start with the points. So you need to join Genius Kids and talk with Aisha because she is, how should I say it, very creative. Yeah, and she will help you get the best you can out of your confidence, so you can get confident if you talk to Aisha.
Thank you. All right, second speaker.
Okay, so like my first speaker is listed. Coming here to Genius Kids and talking to Aisha will help you get confidence. Let me explain more about that. When it comes to confidence, going ahead and being able to speak by the mic and talking about yourself or talking about your future dreams like we have been asked here, it just enhances your confidence to be able to speak in front of many people and again impromptu speech. And second thing why a child should come to Genius Kids and talk to Aisha is because it helps them just be certain on what they want to be, and also just helps them believe in themselves and believe in what they want to be in the future.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, I'm the third speaker here to conclude. So us as the affirmative side, we're saying that every child should come to Genius Kids to speak to Aisha for new opportunities, to be able to express themselves, to be able to speak in front of new environments. And while the non-affirmative side may not agree with this because they might say, oh, it's too much money or whatever. They might say that it's not giving children a proper opportunity, but whilst we're saying that it's actually giving children the actual opportunity and actually helping them to express themselves and that.
Thank you so much, guys. All right, before I let you go, I'd like you guys each to finish this sentence. I am proud of myself because...
I am proud of myself because I am in this world. I am a debater and I'm a very confident person.
Yes. I am proud of myself because...
I am proud of myself because I was able to conquer my fears and go ahead and show the world who I am.
I am proud of myself because...
I'm proud of myself because I was able to overcome anxiety and fear and able to continue with the debate.
Thank you. And I am Aisha Nyanzunda, your host here on the Genius Kids. And I am proud of myself because I can bring you these 3 amazing debaters. Join me again same time next week for more of these insightful and exciting conversations with our young geniuses who are shaping the future. For now, it's goodbye.